Beauty and the Briefcase had been on my to-watch list for quite a while, and I finally got around to watching it, and unfortunately it wasn't worth the wait for one main reason. This was released in 2010, is directed by Gil Junger, written by Michael Horowitz, based on Diary of a Working Girl by Daniella. I haven't read the book. If you know how it compares, please feel free to let me know. And we have a cast including Hilary Duff as our protagonist, Lane. And Lane wants to be a writer, and she takes on this project, this opportunity to infiltrate the business world, and she's trying to find, a corporate date. She's trying to write about finding the perfect business world man. And as a concept, I don't hate it. I think it's a bit ridiculous, but I don't hate it too much. The idea of trying to find out what might attract a man with a certain career status is not the worst topic for an article. But the reason this really doesn't work is because Lane is insufferable. It's like she's never been around people before. And she has no common sense. She has no sense whatsoever. She doesn't know how to interact with other people. Yes, she's not used to being in a corporate setting. And by corporate setting, I just mean an office. And that means that she doesn't know how to do anything. And it's really bizarre. It's like she's just woken up from a 30-year coma and everything around her is brand new and different, whereas it's not. It's a computer, it's a desk, there are people there, and she just becomes so clueless. And it's not so much in a kind of stereotypical ditzy way, it's just that she doesn't know how to do anything. And it's insufferable. And she's really, really annoying. So I did not like her. I did not care for her. I could not get behind her part of the narrative. And that's pretty much the whole film. So I found it almost unwatchable. With regards to the narrative itself, I guess it's okay. The pacing is fine. There's an okay amount of characters that we're introduced to. The setting works well. The corporate business world environment works well. But unfortunately, Lane just ruins it. She is absolutely terrible. She has no common sense. You don't need to be a genius to be a writer, but I'm not entirely sure if she will ever be able to succeed as a writer when she seems to be lacking in any kind of communication skills. And writing is largely about communication. Maybe her written word is significantly better than her ability to communicate in other ways, but I'm finding that very unlikely. So it's just unrealistic, and not necessarily unrealistic within the context of the story, because the narrative, I guess, it doesn't make enough sense, actually. She managed to get this job with no skills. So if you can overlook that, the rest of the film is relatively believable. But Lane as a character is really unbelievable and really insufferable. So unfortunately, I can't recommend it. And I genuinely thought I was going to like this. It sounded interesting. Hilary Duff is great. As I said, it's been on my to-watch list for quite a while. And it was, not only was it not worth the wait, but I kind of hated it. If Lane had even the slightest capabilities of interacting with society, then it might have been a little bit better. The narrative would have been okay, and she wouldn't have been insufferable. It still wouldn't have been a great film, but it would have been watchable. But she is so poorly written. And there are issues with the narrative being believable, so there are just too many things wrong with this film. I wanted to love it. It sounded brilliant. Unfortunately, the execution is terrible. Beauty and the Briefcase is not a good film.